welcome to our channel, Navigating the Periphery, a channel dedicated to providing support, insight, and strategies for individuals living with anxiety, depression, mood disorders, obsessive compulsive disorder, and schizoaffective disorder. My name is Debra, and this is my son Philip.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the launch of our new channel.
Wow, okay. First and foremost, if you're into what we're doing on this channel, please do all of that YouTube stuff if you haven't already. If you could reach down and give this video a thumbs up and a like. Honestly, to us, this is important, because we're the content creators, and the more likes we get, the more widely YouTube will distribute it on its platform. And we want to get our message across and out there and try to reach as many people as we can. And if you know anyone who could benefit from watching this channel, please help us spread the word. Remember, it's okay not to feel okay. You're not alone. We're here. So, Philip, how are you feeling today?
I'm fantastic. How about you?
I'm all right. How was your week so far?
Good. Yours?
All right, that's good. Yeah, there's a lot more anxiety to doing this than I anticipated. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to try to keep this video as linear as possible. To keep it going and continuous, which may be difficult, but we're going to try. What isn't linear, we will edit so it looks smoother and doesn't jump around as to confuse people. So let's give it a go. Nothing this important has ever been easy. Let me start by saying I am not a physician, nor have I ever played one in real life or on television. I have, however, been in the healthcare/medical field for over 30 years. I will cover our disclaimer at the end of this video. Also, for anyone wondering where we broadcast from, we are in New York. Let me start by saying there are many channels like this on YouTube and other platforms. All of them are helpful and insightful for many aspects and different kinds of mental health issues. However, our channel is going to be somewhat different. We're going to address mental health issues solely from an experienced and clinical, but a more defined standpoint.
I recently graduated with my Bachelor's of Science in the field of behavioral science. My goal is to help young adults like myself and to help stop the stigma that comes with a mental health diagnosis.
Like I stated previously, I've been employed in the healthcare field for over 30 years. I have a vast knowledge of how the healthcare system works, from insurance and insurance issues, medications, diagnosing, special services for children with disabilities, to also dealing with school systems and how they deal with children with mental health issues, and specific programs that help children with learning and accommodation issues while in school. To give you a brief backstory of our history, which we will elaborate on in future episodes, is Philip, as an 8-year-old child, was diagnosed with obsessive compulsive disorder, also known as
OCD,
and generalized anxiety disorder, which is known as
GAD.
And in April of 2020, while attending college and during the COVID-19 pandemic, Philip started experiencing delusions, loss of time, self-harm, and auditory hallucinations. And after other medical testing was performed and other diagnoses were ruled out, he was diagnosed in September of 2020 with a form of schizophrenia called schizoaffective disorder, bipolar type. Now, as his mom, this was extremely difficult to navigate through, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. You're looking a little stiff. Try to loosen up. Due to his previous OCD diagnosis early on in his childhood, he had already had a behavioral neurologist and a cognitive behavioral therapist, and was on medication to help stabilize his OCD. However, now he was going to need an adult cognitive behavioral psychologist and a psychiatrist to help us navigate through the world of psychosis and all of the antipsychotic and mood-stabilizing medications that were now going to be required for his new diagnosis. A very bright light for me through all of this was that my son's diagnosis was treatable. Also, through all of this, Philip has managed to get his associate's degree in applied science and psychology and proceed to get his bachelor's degree in behavioral science. So this is how and where our channel is going to be different from other channels.
We want to create a safe space and offer help to those who don't know where to get help or services for mental health issues, or what's available to them.
Navigating the periphery refers to operating or moving around the edges or boundaries of something, whether it's a physical space, a social circle, or a conceptual idea. It involves exploring the outer limits or margins of a system, society, or topic, often to gain a better understanding of the whole. The periphery can hold untapped potential, offering opportunities for growth, learning, and discovery that might not be immediately evident when focusing solely on the core or center of something.
This channel aims to create a supportive community where subscribers can exchange ideas, find valuable info or information, and share their experiences.
So, whether you're the parent of a child with mental health issues or experiencing mental health issues yourself, we want to highlight the importance of reaching out for help in any circumstance. Like I stated before, there are many channels like this on YouTube. We want to stress on our channel that it's okay not to feel okay all of the time, that navigating the periphery of life is not easy.
So my goal in obtaining my degree in behavioral science was to help young adults like myself. I have a very unique perspective.
You do.
Thank you. I can speak from my own experiences of what it's like to be a student navigating OCD and generalized anxiety disorder through my middle and high school years, and then experiencing serious mental illness in college and persevering through the difficulties of that.
And I, as a parent, know and understand what it's like to have a child with these issues. I've navigated the difficulties of the healthcare industry during the COVID-19 pandemic and the school systems in New York State. I have knowledge of how to get special services and accommodations for students with disabilities. Also, there are certain things in New York State that may not be available in other states, and issues related to IEPs or individualized education programs for students with disabilities that Philip had while in school.
Our goal is that we want you to feel comfortable here.
Definitely.
Your comments and suggestions are always welcome and never judged. We will always try to reply to questions and concerns as we aim to build a supportive space and provide valuable resources to anyone affected by mental health issues.
We want to place a strong emphasis on having open and honest conversations, sharing personal stories, and talking about strategies for boosting happiness and lowering stress in everyday life. Our goal is to establish a helpful and inclusive community where our viewers can share experiences and trade ideas and obtain insightful knowledge in the process in order to enhance well-being. We also stress the significance of self-care, adhering to routines, establishing reasonable goals and expectations, and keeping in touch with your healthcare providers, which is so incredibly important when you have mental health issues. Also, I understand that some of the conversations here may sound very clinical, and if there's something that's really difficult to understand, please ask any questions or leave a comment. Because one of the things that we want to try to address on this channel is the stigma surrounding mental health. We want to try to erase the stigma. The stigma associated with mental health and mental illness must be eliminated in order to promote a society that's more supportive and understanding. Remember that erasing stigma is going to require a collective effort. Small actions, meaningful dialogues, media representation, and advocacy initiatives are going to help build a society that's more accepting and tolerant of those who struggle with mental health issues.
As I reflect back on the 3 years since my diagnosis at age 22, I will discuss the difficulties, the highs, and the lows. I will talk about how launching this channel and getting your support has been really helpful for me in coping with my diagnosis and improving my self-esteem.
So please join us in navigating the periphery. If you're interested, please like and subscribe below. Do you want to talk about upcoming episodes?
Absolutely. Upcoming episodes will cover many topics regarding mental health, topics in healthcare, diagnosing, new and improved meds or medications, research articles, self-care, motivational topics, media representation, and any other topics that may interest our audience. We always appreciate your comments, suggestions, and feedback. Please remember, in navigating the periphery of life, it's okay not to feel or be okay all the time. Believe me, you're not alone.
The concept of normal in our society can be quite subjective and is an ever-changing circumstance. People are extraordinarily diverse, each with their own unique quirks and traits. Embracing our differences is what makes the world a more interesting place, don't you think?
Yes. How about you?
Yes, I definitely think so. With all the topics we're going to be covering, there are a few other things I'd like to cover right now. Our channel, Navigating the Periphery, provides information on health, wellness, medical topics for educational and motivational purposes only. The content we present on this channel, including but not limited to videos, articles, and comments, is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or another qualified health provider with any of the questions you may have regarding a medical condition. Never disregard professional medical advice or delay in seeking it because of content provided on this channel. Reliance on any information provided by Navigating the Periphery is solely at your own risk.
We do not endorse any specific test, physicians, products, procedures, opinions, or other information mentioned on this channel. The views and opinions expressed on this channel are those of the creators and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of any other agency, organization, employer, or company. If you are struggling with suicidal tendencies or thoughts, you can dial the National Suicide Hotline 24 hours, 7 days a week at hashtag 988 or go to their website, suicidepreventionlifeline.org.
Okay, so that's a little bit about our channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. We got to try to loosen up a little bit. I know it's a little stressful. It's one thing to write the show. It's another thing to have to deliver it in front of an audience. We really hope you enjoyed the content that we're going to create. We're excited to give you more new episodes and to delve a little more into our history. I am here for parents. Philip is here for students. We're here for anybody who needs help. And any advice we can give you and any help along the way that we offer is meant to do that, just to help. We want to erase the stigma that surrounds mental health. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we hope to see you again soon. We hope you have a great day, and thanks so much for everything.
Goodbye.
Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.